What's up guys, it's AJ here from Drop Frame Studio, back with another tutorial, and today we'll be dealing with cloth simulations and logos. So let's go ahead and jump straight in. So we are in Cinema 4D. Now we're going to worry about texturing and lighting. So we're going to go to Redshift, and for me I already have a layout. I'm going to use a 1K square as the format. I'll be using Redshift as my render engine. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of housekeeping. So drag everything over here, Alt G, call that scene. Go ahead and throw my camera into the scene. I always use rather long lenses. I like how the compressed look of them. I'm gonna put a floor and have this be my wall. Looking good. And now we're gonna just throw a dome light in here. It's always my favorite part. Let's find an HDRI. All right, cool. We're gonna switch over to Photoshop, and we're gonna go find that file, that Bape file we just had. So here is the file. So I'm gonna speed through this process of me just placing different things. All right. So now that we saved that out, we can go create a new material. Redshift material, standard material, and just drop that onto our object. All right, everything's looking pretty cool. Already looking pretty nice. So let's click onto our object. And we are going to go see texture. So I used to not like this node editor, but it's pretty cool. So just to bring up and make things searchable, you need to type C. So I just hit C on the keyboard, bring that up, then type texture. So that's pretty cool. And we're gonna pipe that into the color. And let's just find that file. All right, now that we found our file, cool, that should load up. And we can see we just have it upside down. And as you can see, I just have it the opposite way. So I'm gonna just move everything. All right, so it took me a little bit of tweaking with my actual texture. So when I did the UV and I hit it again, it rotated some of the objects. So no biggie, just had to figure out what orientation some of the objects were going to. So all I need to do is turn that eyeball off and hit Command S or Control S to save it. And then when we pop back over, everything lines up. So definitely be cautious of that. But let's go ahead and jump back in, try to keep this a shorter one. So we are actually going to hit C, bump. I'm gonna add a bump map into this. I'm gonna see tiles. And then max on noise. And it seems like I just clicked off of my object. So, and while we're working on that, let's go ahead and work on that camera. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go to rigging, put a protection on that so that camera doesn't move, so we can focus on what we're doing. And on the bump, we're gonna go to C, tiles. And let's go ahead and pump this into, we're gonna solo that. And we're gonna make each of these white. Let's go to weave. Let's go to 0.03 for our scale. All right, it's looking good. Let's go to C, max on noise. And then let's go to C, color layer. All right, let's drag this into the base color. Let's drag this into layer color 1. And let's work on our max on noise. We're gonna hit this S to solo it. And here, this can be a little bit more of your preference. So change the seed a little bit. So for the overall scale, we're gonna do 0.07. And I am, just so you can see it, we're gonna add in, I believe it is a overlay. So if we turn it off, and here you can just decide which one you want. It's pretty cool. I think I might like the overlay better, but it's a little more subtle. All right, so that's pretty cool. We can go to C, texture. And I'm just gonna add in a roughness map. All right, from here, you can just see me playing with it. It's looking really cool. All right, so just to bring it in, we're gonna add a displacement. So we're gonna pipe that into the displacement channel in our output. And from here, I wanna just actually copy my bump map channel. Let's just drag this to our displacement. Texture map. All right, everything's looking good. I can go, textures are crazy. You can go very far and make them very complex, but I'm gonna keep it simple from here. Now that we have our animation, we can just see what that looks like. It looks really nice. And now we can worry about the displacement. We can go to render, RS object. We can go to geometry, and let's just turn that on. So it's looking real cool. And to lower that a little bit, you can go 0.5, 0.5. I'll even go like 0.3. Just so it's not as intense, but that's pretty nice. All right, so we are pretty much done. And just worry about subdivision. Those corners, we can turn that on at the very end. That's looking very nice. Turn that off just so nothing is affected. Let's frame that up. And here we'll just worry about lighting. I'll just run through this, but overall this is the tutorial. So just give you guys another quick tip. The cool thing about the Vertex map is it also allows you to transition from two current states, which we have based on the Vertex map, but we can also transition textures. So to achieve this, we're going to uncache, so clear cache scene, and then we're going to go into our color layer. I changed the color within our color palette, and then I just saved it again as texture 02. Then I went in and added another texture file and added it to our color layer and added that to the texture, added our image to our texture. And you can type C, and I type Vertex, and Vertex attribute comes up. And I plug that into our mask. And in this Vertex attribute, you want to drag and drop our actual Vertex map. And as you guys can see, what's driving our Vertex map is driving the actual animation. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap everything up for render, turn our subdivisions on. If you like everything, definitely like and subscribe to the video. Follow me at _dropframe.studio. Also follow me at Girl You Parch. That's where I do a lot of my 3D work. If you want or you have any questions, definitely drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching along, and I'll be back next time.